Good morning to one and all. In the previous class, we discussed the different types of curves, like horizontal curves and vertical curves and their alignments. In horizontal curves, we have discussed three variations. That means with respect to their radius, if the radius is two equal, the two radius are equal R1 and R2, we have called it as a simple curve. After that, we are having a complex curve, and after that, we are having a reverse curve. In those three curves also we have discussed a simple curve procedure, how the simple curve is designed, what are the notations in that particular simple curve. Okay, after the simple curve is over, we have discussed this radius of curve and degree of curve. Normally radius is, that means radius equal to from center point O to particular point of contact. That means in the particular diagram we are having M and N, so that those two are the edges of a particular arc of a circle. So that here O is the origin of the particular radius of curve. That means here we are having M and N points. Those two are the end points of a particular arc, M and N. From O to M we are having a length of R, and O to N we are having a same length of R. So that those two are the radius points of a particular curve. So that we need to observe what is the relation between radius of the curve and degree of the curve. The relation between radius and degree of the curve may be defined as follows. That means by using simple equations, we have to observe what is the relation between the radius and a degree. First of all, let R be the radius of the curve in terms of meters. Okay, whatever the length may be, we need to take it in meters, not in inches. After that, we are having a D, that is the degree of the curve, and Mn is a chord. Normally chord means a part of a circle. That is also we have to take in meters. That means in the problem itself they given the chord of length equal to 30 meters long. After that we are having a P, that means P is the midpoint that divides a chord into a two equal parts. Okay, after all notations are over, we have to take it as sigma OMP, not sigma, it is a triangle OMP. That means triangle OMP is a half triangle. After that OM equal to R, that means the length of the radius equal to R, we denote it as. And next one MP equal to half into Mn, that means total length of the Mn by 2 MP equal to. Similarly Pn equal to, also we are having same notation, sigma, not sigma, angle MOP equal to D by 2, that means total angle equal to D, denoted as a D, so that sigma, which is angle MOP equal to D by 2, angle NOP also same equal to D by 2, so that sin D by 2 equal to MP by OM, that means opposite side by adjacent side. This is the normal notations, we denote it as a. After that we are having these angles and their nomenclature. Next one, relation between these, we are continuing the same part, where sin D by 2 equal to MP by OM, opposite side by adjacent side. MP equal to, we are having a length of 15, OM equal to R, that means MP equal to 15, OM equal to R. So that from that particular equation we need to have the radius of the particular curve, means R equal to 15 by sin D by 2, where D equal to angle, R equal to 15 into sin D by 2. So that sin D by 2 equal to, we need to convert it into degrees into radians, so that 360 by pi by 360 D, R equal to 15 into 360 by pi by D. After calculation is over, we have, after calculating with the calculator, 15 into 360 by pi means 22 by 7. The whole equation will be comes under numerical form, r equal to some relation with d, that means 17 19 by d. The relation holds good for 5 degrees curves, and for higher degree curves the exact relation should be used. That means 5 degree curves for normal inclinations less than 10 degrees, so that it is not useful. If it is more than half of the particular triangle, for it is a equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle, you need to have to calculate all of those notations and angle of inclinations. This is the relation between radius and degree of curvature. That means d is the degree of curvature, r is the radius. So that here we are having some angle of inclination, so that by using those angle of inclinations, that means simply here we are not having angle, so that we are converting those angle into radians. That means radian equal to pi by 180, likely pi by 360, so that we will get it as a r equal to 17 19 by d. After that, methods of curve ranging. That means normally ranging is also one of the part of surveying. Normally for calculating a different lengths of the curve, we have to use this ranging technique. A curve may be set up by first one by linear method. That means linear method means simply drawing a normal lines and connecting, and after that we have to use some trigonometrical principles. By using those trigonometrical principles, we have to calculate the length of the line simply by these trigonometrical principles. Normally if it is a triangle, side square plus side square equal to hypotenuse square. Likely by using those simple equations in a trigonometry, we have to calculate the length of the curve by linear measurements, whereas chain and tape are used for, means linear measurement means normally for calculating these lengths and widths we have to use these chains and tapes. For other calculations after that lengths is over, we need to calculate these hypotenuse, and likely we have to use those triangular principles. Next one, by angular and instrumental methods we have to use this theodolite. That means for horizontal angles and vertical angles, normally we prefer theodolite in normal measures, but in case of higher measures we use these different techniques. Normally in higher measures, now we are having these total station like equipments. These equipments directly will give these lengths and angle of inclinations with particular points and lines, so that the normal purpose we are using these theodolites for calculating these angles, so that we are having mainly two ranging processes. First one is the linear ranging. That means in linear ranging we are mainly using these chains and tapes. Normally chains having also different lengths, 20 meters line, 30 meters chain and 40 meters chain we are having, so that by using those chains and links we will calculate the length of the particular line. After that we are having tape. The tape will directly give the particular length of a line, so that mainly in a field purpose they are using this. Nowadays they are using simply tapes. That means those tapes also made up of invar material, that means non-saggable. It is not sagging and hogging. Due to those, mainly majority part of the surveying is preferring these tapes for calculating linear measurements in nowadays. After that we have go to these angular measurements. We will use this theodolite for both horizontal angles and vertical angles nowadays. But in case of advanced surveying we are using this total station equipment. Okay, total station is used for the advanced surveying. After that, before starting setting out a curve by any method, the exact positions of the tangent points between which the curve lies must be determined. Following procedure is adopted. That means it is a normal simple curve, so that simple curve having a particular origin points and radius points. That means radius means here m and n are 2 points. Those simply gives the radius of a particular curve, so that we need to set out those points and we will have to calculate their lengths. First one, what is the procedure for setting out? After fitting the directions of a straight procedure, produce that meeting points B and set up the theodolite at intersection points B and measure the angle of intersection. That means angle of intersection normally we denote with capital I. Then find the deflection angle phi by subtracting I from 180. That will give phi equal to 180 minus I. In the previous class, that means in the previous class we discussed I plus phi equal to 180 normally, where I equal to 180 minus phi or phi equal to 180 minus I. By using those two relations, we will calculate the equations and values. After fixing the directions of the straight line procedure, we have to meet the point B. Means we have to observe this. Okay, here we are having M, N and O. First of all, we need to point toward the origin point of a particular curve. After that, we have to discuss M point and N point. After that, we need to make those with a particular horizontal radius, that clear radius. This is what he telling here. After that radius is over, we have to calculate the angle of inclination phi equal to 180 minus I. Calculate the tangent length from the following equations. Tangent length equal to r into tan phi by 2, where r is the radius of a particular line and phi is the angle. I will draw and explain. This is the normal curve, so that these two are the radiuses. Here is a phi, okay, A and normally B here. So that by using those 2 points, we have to calculate this phi value. Here it is the phi by 2. Okay, we need to calculate the value of phi. After that, the radius, this is the radius r and r. Both are the radiuses. By using this radius and phi value, we need to calculate the tangent length. That means tangent length equal to r into tan phi by 2. Okay, phi equal to 180 degrees minus I. By using those 3 equations, we will calculate the length of the tangent. After that, we need to calculate method of setting out a curve. Measure the tangent length BT1 backwards and rate tangent BA from the intersection point B, those locating the point T1. Similarly, locate the point T2 by measuring the same distance forward along the forward tangent BC from B. Okay, first of all, as previously in the previous class I told few points. That means this is the Maser diagram. Whenever you are listening in the total class, you have to draw these figures separately in a particular note, and after that you have to understand what is the T1, what is T2. That means T1 and T2 are both are tangent lines. R is the radius, O is the particular point. Okay, you have to use this simple diagram for tangents, normally radiuses, origin points. After that, both two tangents we need to merge. Okay, T1, T2 are the tangent points. BC and B, A, B, C. A is the particular point at one side of a curve. C is also a particular point of a curve. B is the intersection of two tangents. Next one, method of setting out a curve. Continuation process is a after locating the tangents, that means T1 and T2. Those T1, T2 we are locating by using these radius points R1, R is same for both two directions A and C, so that at the point of joining of this curve, we have to locate these tangents T1 and T2. After tangents is determined, we have to go for chainage. The chainage of T1 is obtained by subtracting the tangent length from known chainage of intersection point P, and the chainage of T2 also it is found by adding the lengths of the curves at the particular chainage of T1, so that the pegs are fixed at the equal intervals on a curve, so that the interval between pegs is usually 30 meters on one length. I will show with the diagram. We have to get a clear cut knowledge. This is the total radius of a particular curve. so that these two are the R and R. This is the origin point A and B. Okay. Here we have to get the tangent point. This is the T1, this is the T2. Okay. Both are the tangents. We need to locate those two tangents. After the tangents is over, we have to use this chain S. That means chain S means normally a chain having 30 meters chain we have to use. By using simple pegs, we need to locate this curve direction. T1 and T2 we have to found. After the founding of T1 and T2, we need to merge those T1 and T2 values. The distance should be actually be measured along the arc, but the practice it is measured along a chord. Why? Because arc is not possible. A simple radius throughout the particular length is not possible, so that we have to use this method along the chord. The difference between chord and corresponding arc will small, hence negligible. In order to this difference is always small and negligible, the length of the chord should be not more than 1 by 20th of the radius of the curve. The curve then is obtained by joining all these pegs. Simply we have to distribute the total 30 meters length into number of parts, so that we need to calculate the total number of parts and the total number of parts into a small length, so that each and every part we need to arrange a small peg. To understand this whole knowledge, this concept, you have a better communication on this surveying. Otherwise you won't have to understand these topics. Why? Because to understand this you have a preliminary knowledge on the surveying. Okay, you need to observe once how to fix a particular lens in a YouTube channel. After that you have a better knowledge. The distance along the center line of a particular curve continuously measured from the points of beginning of the line up to a end. The pegs along the center line are work should be equal interval, so that the beginning of the particular line, that means beginning of the line at interval from the beginning of the line up to the end, there should be no break in the regularity of their spacings in passing from a tangent to a curve, from a curve to a tangent. For this reason, the first peg is not on the curve is fixed. Once again I will show the diagram. This is the normal tangent. Okay, this is the tangent. Here we are having 5. Okay, so that from this point we are having, this is the C point, this is the A point, this is the B point, this is the O point, this is the R and R. Okay, I have to locate. We need to draw a particular tangent line from this line, and this line we need to merge this line. Okay, after the merging is over, we have to fix this curve by using simple chain S, a 30 meters chain from here, and this is the center point of a particular arc. From here and here we have to use this chain S process, and we need to fix a few in the periphery of the particular arc likely. Here we have pegs and curves. After that, the method of setting out a curve means at such a distance from the first tangent point T1, the chainage becomes the whole number of chains, the whole number of pegs interval, so that the length of the first subchord is less than the peg interval, and it is called as a subchord. Similarly, there will be subchord at the end of the curve. The curve usually consists of 2 subchords and a number of full chords, having a, this is the total length of the chord, so that we need to into a number of parts. It is a total normally chord. This chord is converted into, here I converted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so total 6 chords. So that you have to convert it into a number of chords so that it will give a better length, exact length. If it is a number is high means automatically it will give a exact length. If the number is less means automatically the exactness will be decreases. So that we have to go for a better view. Similarly, there will be a subchord at each end of the curve, so that the curve usually consists of 2 subchords and a number of full chords. These two are the subchords. These are the number of chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the number of subchords. Linear method of setting out curve. How we have to set this curve? By using this linear method. First one, by offsets from the tangents. That means offsets means a number of equal parts. In the previously we are using different chords. Likely here we have to take offset means a quantity of length we have to take. After that we have to go for a similar quantity of length. Next one, by successive bisection of arcs. That means successive bisection means we need to plot a arc, so that we have to bisect normally by using similarly whenever there is a in our 10th class level or any other level, we have to draw a particular triangle by bisection of two lines. So that same principle we need to use here, and we need to bisect and get these arcs, successive bisection of arcs. After that, the by offsets from chords produced. That means offsets we need to take. After that, we have to produce the arcs. All those are having some quantity of diagrams, so that we have to use those diagrams for our better understanding purpose. Why? Because simply I am telling with my words, you won't have such kind of understanding. Why? Because the surveying is not completed in our second year. The surveying is over, you have a better knowledge for understanding these all these chords and arcs and other offsets. So that you have to wait for after the diagrams. I will give a clarity. What is a chord? What is an offset? What is a bisects? All those. By offsets from tangents, when the deflection angle at the radius of the curve both are small, the curves are set out by offsets of tangents. Normally, offsets are set either of a radially or perpendicular to the tangents according to the center of the curve, accessible or inaccessible. That means it is a normal curve. For this curve, we are having some center. So that this, by using this center, we have to locate this is the one chord, one chord, one chord, one chord, one chord, and one chord. So that we have to give a particular points. After giving this point, we need to give a clarity. Okay. First of all, this is a particular length of the diagram. That means the length of the particular line. By using this line, we need to give some amount of, this is the center part O. From the center point, we have to give similar lengths. That means similar length, similar length, similar length, similar length, up to this. Okay, we need to look. Okay, then the total curve will be over by simply connecting in equal parts, 1 to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Likely we need to draw, we will get a particular circle. It is a radial. Normally it is a linear method. That means in the particular diagram we have to observe. That means a linear method means we are having a center as a O. Okay, and R radius A and C are the particular points. That means we need to connect those 2 points. T1 and T2 are the tangents drawn from those particular 2 points, and B is the intersection of 2 tangents, and B dash is the projection length. So that from B dash to C we are having an angle of alpha phi. So that here also we are having an angle of, this also an angle of phi. Why? Because those two having equal angles by trigonometry. So that this is the particular length already we known. That means here O to T1 we are having a radius R1. So that we need to draw a similar lines. Okay, similar lines to the above. So that by using this radius point we have to connect. We need to draw a similar lines likely onto these particular tangents, and we have to connect those the help of this, like, okay, this is the one method simply by linear measurements. It means we are simply drawing a linear lines to the tangent lines. After that simply we are connecting by equal radius method. This is the one method for setting out a curve. After that we have to calculate by using the formulas, offsets. This is the way for calculation of offsets. How we have to calculate means simply O is the particular origin point, that means center point. After that we are having radius equal to R, and we are having X means at a particular length X we are having. That means here X equal to, we will show, this is the portion X. Okay, already they mentioned here, that is X portion. O X equal to square root of R square plus X square minus R, that will use the relation. So that O X equal to X square by 2R, appropriate formula. By using this formula we need to look at into different segments, so that each segment we are having some quantity of value. Simply by using those values we have to connect and we will get a similar curve. Okay, simply here also we are having another length, okay, X. In the previous diagram we are taking a small quantity of length X, so that we are getting a particular value at OX. After that the length is simply here enlargement of the X value, so that he will get another point by simply offset principles. Okay, after that he will enlarge some quantity of length, so that he will get a points. Simply by using these offsets they will get one by one points. After getting the points they will mark with pegs. That means that points have to fix with some quantity of pegs. That means a number of pegs they have to use. Simply in each and every surveying they have to use minimum quantity of 10 pegs, so that those 10 pegs are fixed along the particular periphery of the radius of the line, so that it will give a better radius without any mistakes. This is the another formula, Ox equal to R minus R square minus X square. If it is a long line it will give Ox equal to X square by 2R. But in case of previous diagram here we are having same also X square by 2R. Here also we are having same X square by 2R, Ox equal to appropriate. After that we are this is the some one of the method in linear measurements. After that we are having radial measurements. By offsets tangents procedure, locate the tangent points T1 and N2, T2, measure the equal distances, say 15 meters or 30 meters along the tangent line. That means the total length of the chord is given as a 30 meters, so that we have to divide the 30 meters into 15 meters, 15 meters, two equal parts. So that from those two equal parts we have to fix those chords and offsets. Okay, set out the offsets calculated by any of the above methods. They will give the each distance that are the required points in the curve. That means simply this is the offset, one of the offset particular X value. It will give a particular location. Okay, similarly this is the X value, so that we need to draw those X value in this particular curve, so that it will give a point. After that we have to give a particular point. He will give likely we need to locate those X values from that particular tangent one. Similarly on another hand we have to do from this point they have to give, you need to have to take some particular quantity of excellence, so that he will give particular point. After that you have to go, likely x and x and x, and you need to combine all those points. This is the offset principle. Value equal to ox equal to x square by 2r. Normally we are using this formula. After that we are using this linear measurements by setting out curve. Locate the tangent points t1 and t2, measure. This is over. Continue the process until the apex of the curve is reached. That means we need to go for continuity. First of all, we have to take the points one by one up to a 15 meters length, so that for each and every meter, that means for first meter we have to give a x distance and we have to mark the point. After second meter we have to give another x value and we need to mark. Likely 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 15 we need to give markings. Okay, because 15 is the center point, right? That the length of the curve is 30 meters. We need to divide those 30 meters into two equal parts, so that 15 is the maximum value. At 15 meters we have to get the peak of the curve. Apex of the curve is reached. Set out the other half of the curve from second tangent. That means here we are having both two tangents, t1 and t2. From now, what we have done is, from t1 to center point of the particular curve we are giving an offsets and simply marking the points. In the second half, what we have to do is, we need to mark the tangent 2, that means t2. From the t2 points we have to give an offsets by equal intervals. From 1 meters, 2 meters, 3 meters, we have to give equal offsets and we need to mark the respective positions on a curve, so that will be until it will reach 15 meters length. After that we have to give a peg length at a particular each and every 1 meters length. We need to connect those peg lengths simply by radial pattern. We will get the curve. The method is suitable for setting out a sharp curve. What is the sharp curve? Means the value is not changing. Simply we will get 30 meters length by using this offsets. In another method, simply we have a small cumulative errors. Cumulative errors means a small fractions of, if we want to get 30 meters, we will get 30.15 or 30.3 meters. Or in case of negative error, we have to get a 29.5 or 29.7. So that we will get some quantity of less length or some quantity of high length. But in case of this offset method, we will get exact length. Why? Because we are getting each and every 1 meter, we are getting equal offsets, so that there may be no mistakes we will have to do. This is the second example. In this, calculate offsets of 20 meters interval along the tangents. Locate curve having radius of 400 meters, the deflection angle being 60 degrees. That means the total theory and data, all those are given in the particular problem. Simply we have to implement in the site itself to get the exact values and accurate values. After that we need to mark those into our site itself. The solution equal to, where radius equal to 400 meters. Simply it is a half kilometer nearly. That means 500 meters now half kilometers. We are having 400 meters, a minimum quantity of half meter. After the deflection angle equal to phi equal to 60 degrees. That means the total deflection equal to 60 degrees. That means we are getting an equilateral triangle, 60 60 60. After that, there with the total length of the tangent equal to r into tan 5 by 2. Tan into 5 by 2 means tan 30. We will get the length of the tangent is equal to 230.96 meters. So that we have to get Ox equal to r square plus x square minus r, where r equal to radius, x equal to tangent length. This is the radius offsets. First means Ox equal to square root of x r square plus x square minus r, exact value. After that we need to give some 20 meters, 20 meters, 20 meters. He will give as a offsets. So that O20 means normally Ox equal to offset point. It is a 1 meter, we need to take it as O1. It is 2 meters, we need to take it as O2. Likely whatever the offset range we have to take, we have to give those x values. O20 equal to, normally x equal to 20, we need to place square root of 400 square plus 20 square minus 400. We will get the value as 0.50 meters. After that, O40 equal to 2 meters, O60 equal to 4.47 meters, O80 equal to 7.92 meters, O100 equal to 12.31 meters. Likely, we need to continue this process until the middle portion of the curve. Why? Because here the total length of the curve equal to 400 meters, so that we have to take it up to O200. This is the another, from another side we have to take it. Similarly, same values were coming, so that until the end we have to do. It means here we are having O100, we have to take up to O200 on either hands. This is the O20, another method. Means here we are having totally 3 methods. First method, Ox equal to square root of r square plus x square minus r. This is the first method of taking offsets. After that, we are having second method, Ox equal to r minus square root of r square plus x square, r square minus x square. In the first formula, we are having plus symbol, r square plus x square minus r square root of. After the second formula, we are having r minus square root of r square minus x square. In the third formula, we are having Ox equal to square root of, not here not x square by 2r. Here x equal to 20 meters length, we are taking 20 by 2 into 400. You will get a particular length. I will show with the diagrammatic representation. Simply, it is a curve of 4. Here we are having a 200 and here we are having a 200. So that we need to give 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, likely normally 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We need to give a supports also. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So that O means particular, here we have center. This is the O. O20, O40, likely. The space is 2, so if it is a board, we have to give an enlarged diagram with a clear explanation. In this particular, we have not here. We are not having, so that I am simply writing O20, O40, O60, O80, O100. So that you have to mention 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, likely. We have to give. So that each and every value we have to give the lengths. After that, we need to connect those one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. We have to connect and we will get up to center point. Similarly, in both directions. Okay, this is the, once again I will this is the relation between the radius of the curve and the degree of the curve. Normally, relation equal to r and d, where d equal to degree, we are taking it as a r equal to 15 by sine d by 2. Why? Because here the total length of the curve equal to 30 meters. So that we are taking it as a middle point equal to 15, r equal to 15 by sine d by 2. So that there is a relation 1719 by d. Here we are using two methods. First one is a linear method. After that, second one is a angular method. Okay. In these two methods, we have to fix out the particular radius of the curve. Why? Because we are only having two endpoints. That means m point, n point we are having. From those two m point and n point, we need to draw the red color line by using these two methods. First one is the linear method. Second one is the angular method. This is the procedure for setting out a curve. We have to fix the different directions, and we need to take the angles. I plus phi equal to 180, phi equal to 180 minus I equal to 180 minus 5, where radius of the curve equal to r and tangent length equal to r tan phi by 2. This is the procedure. BT1, we have to measure the tangent length BT1 and position T1 and T2. After that, we have to fix T1 and T2 points, and the length of the curve is 30 meters, so that we need to give the center point of the curve as 15 meters, and we need to touch it to the center radius. Okay, this is the better example. It is a one method, that means offsets we are taking. In this offsets, we are calculating particular x value, so that by using those x values, similarly x1, x2, x3, x up to this B point, we are taking those offsets.